they found themselves in a very unfamiliar position, and that is on a little bit of a losing streak. After Steph Curry tweaked his ankle, he missed a game against the Blazers, which they lost. And there's this game you're looking at right here against the Timberwolves, which they also lost. Jalen, how much of a concern is Steph Curry's health as the Warriors head into the playoffs?
It's a huge concern. I stand on the table screaming that it's a major concern. Here's why.
Why's that?
In Steph Curry's early career, his MVP career, his championship career, he's had 17 documented ankle injuries. 15 of those have caused him to miss a total of 70 basketball games.
Wow.
And we're not even talking about what took place in college. The reason, in theory, why the Golden State Warriors were able to build their dynasty early on is because of Steph Curry's ankle injuries. As opposed to him getting a major contract earlier in his career, he signed a 4-year contract that was modest at the time because you didn't know how healthy he was going to be at around $40 million. This allowed them to have the cap flexibility to build out the rest of their players, which ultimately led to them having Kevin Durant on the team. So yes, if he's not fully ready to go, and the Houston Rockets have clearly improved their basketball team, that's a major concern for a team that's already thin up front other than Draymond Green and Kevin Durant playing quality minutes.
And you mentioned it, is the ankle injuries of Steph Curry giveth and taketh away. He signed a $44 million 4-year contract. When he had those ankles injuries and surgeries and procedures, that's only $11 million a year for someone who's a unanimous MVP, which, as you mentioned, helped them build out this roster that they have. But Jalen, if you look at his long history of ankle injuries, it seems like every single season he's got one or two, and usually it's always the right ankle. As someone who played as long as you did in the NBA, is this just regular wear and tear, or is there something about Steph Curry's body or the way that he plays that makes him susceptible to extra ankle injuries?
This is not wear and tear. What this is certain players have a frequency to getting injured. It just happens in professional sports. Look at the landscape of the game right now. A couple of the top young big men, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis. While you marvel at their talent, there are times where they seem to get nicked up, banged up, and injured to different extremes. And for Steph Curry, this is something that's plagued him for a really long time. Now all of a sudden, when it continues to happen, as the season progresses, it can and it is becoming more of a concern for me